was the most wide open season in the history of the league. I mean, that's just a fact. There's no doubt about it.
The league is in a great spot. These teams, these championship teams, the Minnesota Wind Chill are in a great spot.
Let's be real. We shocked the world tonight. These guys know how to fight, and that trophy was nice and heavy, and that felt good.
We haven't proved anything yet. We've been here several times. We are the underdogs.
We've been grinding for a long time. I don't feel like we got over the hump.
You're going to win that over and over, one matchup at a time.
You've got your favorites. You've got your underdogs. This is why they play the games.
Over the top! Skies over Grayson Center!
To the end zone for the score. Oh my goodness.
Battle at the buzzer, and you better believe Jeff Babbitt lives for the moment. Glory have defeated the reigning champions.
Hi, welcome back to Coleman Sports and the Shredhead. We got Week 5 preview, and we'll be going over Week 4 as well. Recapping that, what a Week 4 it was. Multiple overtime games, spectacular finishes, a lot of upsets so far this season. What a season. Is it the best season? We'll be going over that and more here on Coleman Sports and the Shredhead. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to both channels. We'll be live for the Shred game later tonight on both those channels as well, down right there, Coleman Sports and Shredhead. But yeah, let's just get right into it. I got the schedule up here, and we're going to preview Week 5 and go over some Week 4 stuff. So Week 4 was absolutely bonkers. The Shred did not play in Week 4, but there were some upsets that have helped that are going to help the Shred out, and we're going to go over those. Of course, the New York Empire, the team that the Shred have struggled to beat in the last couple years, of course, in the championship game, and in Salt Lake for the championship rematch a couple years back. Welcome in Daniel Berry. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, yes, sir. But yeah, New York Empire to surprise. We gotta go over standing stuff too, but we're going over the games for Week 4 first. New York Empire upset by the Boston Glory 19-18 in a thriller. I think that one. I don't think this one went to overtime, but 1-goal game. Boston gets it done. The Colorado Summit, who are in the West Division, so this does impact the Shred. They get upset by the Houston Havoc, who were just had like 2 wins last year. Houston Havoc shocking the world, upsetting the Colorado Summit. 23-17. Wow. And not only did they upset them, they dominated from start to finish. I watched the highlights. Colorado couldn't do anything. Basically, they just dominated the Summit there. LA and San Diego, who are now in the South Division, that one was won by San Diego Growlers, who surprisingly are looking not too shabby there in the South Division with, oh my gosh, I can't even forget his name. He came over from Seattle to the Growlers. I can't even remember his name now. Let's see. Players, maybe. Here we go. This will tell me. Khalif Al-Salam, that's his name. Coming over from leaving Seattle, who won the West Division, going over to the Growlers, and the Growlers have been shocking with a 3-1 start early in the season. Carolina Flyers and Atlanta Hustle. Carolina, who were the South Division champions, getting Upset there by the Atlanta Hustle. Atlanta Hustle, what, 5-0 start, I think? Yep, 5-0 start for the Atlanta Hustle, they've had breaking finishes the last 2 to 3 years. So that's big for them. That's a big time win. Montreal Royale finally getting over the hump and beating New York Empire. They've had some heartbreakers against Empire in recent years, beating them 24-23 in overtime. That was one of the overtime games, I believe. Yeah. So that was a crazy game. Couple buzzer beaters. Insane, man. Like, crazy game there. Chicago Union and the Wind Chill. The Central Division champions from last year, winning the UFA championship for the first time in their history, getting upset by the Chicago Union. Just crazy. In Minnesota, too. Madison beat Pittsburgh, sorry. I always call him Pittsburgh. My bad. 20-14. Not shocking. That's not an upset. But, yeah. Wait, Atlanta beat Carolina twice. I forgot about that. That's crazy. Atlanta beat Carolina twice. Don't know what's going on with Carolina after winning the South Division last year. And then Colorado Summit upset again, losing the Austin Soul. 0-2 in that Texas road trip for the Summit. And then maybe the upset of week 4, Seattle Cascades, the West Division champion, losing to the Oregon Steel, who just changed their name from Nitro to Steel this year and have a combined 4 wins over the last 2 years. That's a crazy upset. That one, I believe, was the other overtime game right there. Crazy. And Boston Glory beating the DC Breeze. DC Breeze also struggling a little bit. But we're going to go over the standings here. That's all the week 4 games. The standings are even more shocking. This might be the greatest season in UFA history. Here's the West Division standings isn't as shocking. Colorado Summit, 1-2 start for Colorado, losing to Oregon Steel and they didn't lose to Oregon Steel. My bad. This Spiders are playing the best Frisbee they've played since 2016, since when they won the championship with Jordan Kerr and I forget his name. People are gonna Jacob Miller. Those two now with the Shred, of course. Shred 1-1 on the season. Colorado Summit, like I said, 1-2, losing those 2 games to the teams down in Texas. Losing to the Havoc, which is shocking. Soul, maybe not as shocking, but they're in 3rd. Oregon's still in that 4th spot, slightly out of the playoffs as of right now with a 1-2 record. The Seattle Cascades, wow, 1-3 record, and they are not in the playoffs as of right now. The West Division champions from last year, not in the playoffs. That's just crazy, and it gets even crazier. Y'all. Can't believe it. Seattle's not in the playoffs. Of course, Vegas, the new team, 0-3 in last there. The Central Division. Look at this, y'all. The Central Division champion, also not in the playoffs. Slightly out with a 1-1 record. Union with a 1-0 record take the top spot. Madison 2-1 record. Pittsburgh with a 2-1 record. Minnesota, who won the Central Division, is out of the playoffs as of right now. Detroit 0-2. Alley Cats surprisingly struggling after losing. When you lose the league's leading scorer in Cam Brock, that's what's going to happen. So just crazy, and then it just doesn't. It just keeps getting crazier. Look at the East too. The New York Empire, who have been great the last 4, 5, 6 seasons, winning like 3 championships, becoming a dynasty, are out of the playoffs so far. Philadelphia shocking the world with a 3-0 start. Boston Glory shocking everybody with a 4-0 start. New York Empire doesn't even have a winning record with a 2-3 start. The Montreal Royale with the toughest schedule in the league with a 1-3 start. If they get going when their schedule gets easier towards the season, Empire, look out. And Toronto Rush 0-3 start as well. People were saying they were going to take a step forward, but Toronto yet to have a win here in 2025. Just crazy. The South Division champion, the Carolina Flyers, also out of the playoffs. This is just crazy to me. Like, the West Division champion from last year, out of the playoffs, all the way down at second to last year, Seattle. The Central Division champion, the Minnesota, out of the playoffs. DC Breeze barely holding on to that last spot, who were East Division champions. Like, could we see every single division champion from 2024 not making the playoffs? This is the single greatest season in the world, or in the UFA. Like, this is just insane to me. Who would have thought that the cold birds, whatever you want to call them, would be 3-0? They're the hot birds this year. And then Hustle, 5-0 start after the heartbreak they've had. Austin Soul, 4-0. Growlers joining Central Division, leaving the West. 3-1 start, shockingly, with Khalif Al-Salam. The Growlers barely lost in overtime to the Hustle on a buzzer beater. Like, even the Growlers shocking me. The Havoc beat Seattle or Colorado. Sorry, Colorado. That's crazy. Central Division looking a little crazy. This might be the best division. I'm not gonna lie. South Division is slept on, but I'd say this is the most underrated. I don't know if it's the best division. That would be East Division is pretty good. Look at this. 2 wins, 3, 4. But the West, look at these teams right here. They've only played 3 games, these two. And then the Shred only played 2 games. Bro, I'm telling you, if the Shred win today against Seattle, Seattle might be cooked. Seattle might be cooked. What's up, SG? Welcome in. But this is definitely the single greatest season so far in UFA history. But just a little recap and for week 4. Now we're going to do the main part of this video, obviously. We're going to go over week 5, which starts today. First game here for week 5. The San Diego Growlers. Oh, I'm going to do predictions too. And I've been slacking on the previews for every week. So starting this week, I'm probably going to do a preview for every single week because I've been slacking. I ain't going to lie. I've been paying attention to too much baseball stuff, not making enough Frisbee content for y'all. So I'll probably have a preview every week. So stay tuned for that. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss them. Let's get it. So Growlers at 7 p.m. Eastern time, taking on Carolina. This could be an interesting game. San Diego Growlers just barely lost to the Hustle, while Flyers, who won the South Division last year, are struggling. Just like every team that won their division championship. They're all struggling this year. It's crazy. This year is crazy, and we're only in week 5. There's 13 weeks. Like, we're not even halfway. Yeah. Growlers, Carolina. Give me the Growlers. Give me the Growlers to get the upset over the Flyers. I think they had heartbreak in that 1-goal loss to Hustle on the game winner. And I think they're going to be mad. They're going to come in here and they're going to upset Carolina on the road. New York and Philly. This is going to be a great game. These are all – New York has had Philly's number in the past, but New York's not looking good this year, and Philly's looking much better. The Hotbirds this year. Give me – it's in Philly. Give me the Philadelphia Phoenix to take care of the New York Empire at home, also at 5 p.m. Eastern time. This is the game I'll be live for. I was this close to going to it. This close. This close. This close. This close to going to it, but it's fine. We'll watch it. We'll be live for it at, what time is that? It's at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, which is crazy. Yeah. Seattle's struggling. Salt Lake, they did lose their first game against the Atlanta Hustle, but they're playing good. They're 5-0. They destroyed the new team in Vegas. And they have 17 new players. Still trying to mesh well, trying to get that chemistry. Couple guys out like Johnny Hoffman, Ben Hoffman. Some of our good defensive guys that are really tall. So we're lacking some length right now. But once they get back, we should be good. We're missing a few guys. It's going to be a tough game because we're missing guys, and we have 17 new players, and 12 of those guys are rookies, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. But give me these young guys to step up. Seattle's been struggling. Give me the Shred at home to get revenge on the Seattle Cascades after they beat them in the West Division Championship in Salt Lake last year. That was an upset. Give me Salt Lake to get revenge. Oregon Steel and the Vegas Bighorns. Give me Oregon. There's no question about this. They just upset the West Division champions, Seattle Cascades. The Vegas Bighorns are a new team. They might be lucky to win one game. Yeah, except I don't even know. There's too many good teams in this league in the West. I don't know if they would win a game because I don't think unless they have cross division games, but I don't see it. Just give me the Steel. Detroit Mechanics have the single highest losing streak in not just UFA history, but all of sports history. With I don't even know how much they lost. I don't even remember anymore because they broke the record a couple years ago and won, so it doesn't even matter anymore. Detroit Mechanics losing streak. Here we go. 81 game losing streak. They broke it 2 years ago. Crazy. Versus Indy, who's struggling. Could Mechanics going to win here? Give me Detroit. Give me Detroit to win this one. I know, shocking. Give me Detroit on the road to get the job done. Minnesota versus Pittsburgh. Give me Minnesota to bounce back and get a much-needed win on the road. Seattle has to go from Salt Lake, facing one of the most high-powered offenses in the league in the Shred. They have to travel the next day to take on the 4-0 Oakland Spiders in Oakland. Give me Oakland. Is that crazy to say that Seattle is going to start 1-6? In my opinion. I feel like they're going to win one, though, this week. They have to win one or they're cooked. That's 7 games. Then you would only have 5 more games left. I don't know if that winning 6 games is going to get you there in the playoffs with the Shred, the Colorado, and Oakland at the top there, and Oregon too, who still has plenty of games left. Ooh, this is tough now. Give me Seattle actually to take down Oakland. Upset, but they're only going to win by like 2. That's my prediction. Growlers and Atlanta Hustle rematch of that thrilling game winner by the Atlanta Hustle. This one's in Atlanta. Give me the Hustle. They are too hard to beat in Atlanta. They've proven that every single time at home. Give me Atlanta to win by like 3. Oregon still Colorado Summit. This one's in Colorado. Give me Colorado to get revenge and win this one at home and take care of business. But yeah, that's week 5 there. I'll be live on the Shredhead 88 or 66, and Coleman Sports 23 for the game tonight. So thank you to everybody who came in, and we'll see you for that. Peace.